Hey friends, we are actually headed out and about today. I have a new setup here, so I apologize if you're shaky, but I'm trying to shout so you can hear me. We are going to Sharp Shopper. It's currently 96 degrees. It's supposed to get hotter, so I deep watered the garden, got everyone some extra ice cube water. I just take like a frozen large bottle of water and I throw some veggie scraps and fruit in there, and then I just give it to the birds and they pick at it, and I find that keeps them cool. The ducks just sit in their pond. I put a few ice cubes in there, and then Gomez sits in the shade. I kind of pushed him over into the shade. I don't know if you know this about turkeys, but I would not say my turkey's the smartest turkey, so I just kind of shoved him. He does what I need him to do, basically. But start of this video is family of 6 on a budget. We're gonna try and stay under $60, but I am grabbing a few things for some family members, so I'm not gonna include that in our grocery budget, but I'll show you what I get because I'm the one that lives closest to Sharp Shopper. I just try and get a few things here and there for family members, but I wanted to talk about that because I see a growing theme on my videos across most platforms. I live 80-20 for my family, we shall say, sometimes 70-30 depending on what I can do. But I see this theme, fed is best, and it started from, you know, feeding your baby, but now it's extended because I see literal slop, and a lot of you know my heart, so if you're new here and you're not understanding what I'm saying, or perhaps you're taking my tone the wrong way, just know that my heart is genuine here. But I see literal slop fed to children, all in the name of fed is best, this is what we can afford. And I'm looking at these hauls, these like Costco hauls with just crazy amounts of sugary cereal and sugary drinks, and maybe this is overstated, you know, maybe you've heard it a lot, but I just find it a little bit ridiculous. And maybe it's my personality of, I don't know, society or people telling me that I can't live a healthy life unless I have money, but I will always find a way. Most of you know I'm a mom to 4, so feeding my kids nourishing meals not only is great for them, but it helps me because their behavior reflects that. And I think a lot of us can, you know, like resonate with that, but I'm seeing a lot of, in the name of fed is best, they're gonna have Lucky Charms for breakfast, and I just think it's a little ridiculous. I mean, it's gotten out of control, the amount of things that we're feeding kids, and unless you're actively detoxing or healing or exercising with those children, 9 times out of 10 they're probably not gonna have the metabolism, let alone just like health in general, to be able to thrive in life with that kind of food. And then I always get the pushback, I ate it when I was younger. The ingredients are different. That argument is so irrelevant, I can't even speak, I can't give it anymore because the ingredients are different. It's simple, that's a fact, that's just how it is. So I get really frustrated when I see like, oh, I can't get to the health food store, I can't feed my kids healthy things because it's too expensive. I'm shopping at a literal discount market. I make things stretch. I quit my job so I can be with them and, you know, be the parent that I want to be to them. Does everyone have to do that? No, but you cannot use the argument fed is best anymore because it's laughable, to be honest with you. And if you're stuck like I was, because I'm not perfect, we're not living like this entire nutritious life, you know, if you're stuck, let me know. I want to find nutritious food for you. I want to offer you some, I don't know, advice, not as a professional, because I'm not that. I'm an herbalist by trade, but not as a professional dietitian or even finance person, but as a mom struggling just like you are to just try and nourish the kids. And I will admit, it's a little tricky, you know, when you have picky toddlers and kids, but we can work around that. I have made it my life goal to feed your family on the cheap, but also try and keep their health as a front runner. So I know I've been talking your ear off, but we're on the back roads of Amish country. It is beautiful. we are going to get to the store and we're going to see what we can find. Is it going to be a perfect cart? Absolutely not. But we're going to see what we can find on a discount. And I may get some more kickback of I'm not able to make it to the store due to disabilities. There are plenty of people out there that will deliver it to you. And I'm not talking about food apps or anything like that. I am talking about actual people that work for food banks. All you have to do is dial 211 and someone will get food to you. I promise you that. And if you are ever in an emergency situation where you can't get to food, go to your local church or hospital, and I promise you, you're not going to go without. I understand there is a hunger crisis in this world, but I promise you there is food out there. And maybe I'm only speaking to rural parts of the United States, but I have experienced food insecurity and I have done what I needed to do. I swallowed my pride in order to feed myself and my family. Were those healthy meals? Unfortunately, no, because our system is pretty flawed when it comes to asking the government to keep us nourished, but that's something that we have to work around, and it's definitely just another hurdle to cross. So getting off my soapbox, I did want to say that just because I haven't said it in a long time and I'm seeing this growing theme of hate to say, but kind of being the victim, and I am no stranger to that. I've played the victim. I still do it every day, but I try so hard to be this strong person, not only for my children and my husband, but for myself. It's so important to look at a problem and not immediately give up. See how you can solve that problem or adapt to the situation. I will say that that is one of my strong characteristics, the ability to adapt. So with that being said, we are going to enjoy this drive. We are going to head to Sharp Shopper and see what we can find. And again, if you're experiencing food insecurity, dial your local 211 or email me, mountainmammaliving@gmail.com, or some buggies all around. It's beautiful. mountainmammaliving@gmail.com. Let me talk to you. Let's see what we can find. Let's brainstorm before we give up. And without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, we're here. Here's my tip of the day. Sometimes these discount stores can be in unsavory areas. So I just I park next to the cart corral. 1. 2, I get everything I need ready while I'm in the car locked. And then you just gotta stay on top of it. Situational awareness is super important. I know this is a grocery haul, but we talk about being prepared, and I feel like that's an underrated skill to have. Who's jamming right now? Goodness. It's a bit obnoxious. So yeah, situational awareness, park next to the cart corral, get all your gatherings before you're going into the store. Maybe that's basic information, but it's something that I didn't do in the past, and I make it a priority.
One day, like a tidal wave, a hurricane, like a thunderstorm, the pouring rain. It comes rolling in.
How many do you get?
Only 2.
Get another one.
And right away,
No, not that one.
oh, it hits you like a ton of lead.
I mean, can you hold this too?
Oh yeah, it'll mess with your head.
One more?
Yep.
You won't know where to begin. You can't keep up, you fall behind. You lost your aim, can't clear your mind. Like a fire burning wild, a freight train you can't stop. Like a nightmare, but this time you don't wanna wake up. It pulls you in, it takes over. You just can't let go of the worst best thing.
Alrighty, so the macaroni creamy cheddars were on sale 2 for $1. So I like to get box things like this and stop at the little free pantry and drop them in there. I normally would do cans, but it is so warm out, so I'm hoping this box is better. But whenever something 2 for $1, I try and spend $3 to $5 anytime I come here and drop it off in the little free pantry, because someone else could definitely use something like this and then beef it up. And then, interestingly enough, the most I spent on one single item was $3.99, and that was on apples. So I'm excited to show you what I got. Everything else was under $2.99. Most things were 50 cents, 34 cents, but we did good. So I'll show you what I got family versus what I got for myself. And yeah, we're gonna stop at the little free pantry, and then I saw some free plants on the side of the road. So maybe, I don't know, maybe we'll get some plants too, yay. Well, they're not free, but there's $1 pots on the petunias. Huh. There's wax begonias, coleus. These are pretty. Are these Gerbers? Gerber daisies, 3. Yeah. I like the hanging baskets. Those are pretty. 6, 8. Huh. These begonias, they're just, I don't know. Okay, so I just dropped that off at the little free pantry, and I get questions about how I find them. You could probably look in your area, like maybe they'll advertise it. I'm in rural Pennsylvania, and I'm in like Amish country, so some of these churches don't advertise simply because they don't do social media. So to me, I know this is a terrible like answer, but I drive around a lot. I drive around because my kids nap in the car, and I think my mom used to drive around and listen to music, and it's just something that I enjoy. I love driving back roads. Maybe it's a Pennsylvania thing, but that's how I find them. That's how I find most of the things that I find, which I like that. My husband said, you know where random things are, and I like that about me because it's, I don't know, it's fun. You can support local. I'm lucky enough to live where I live. I could go any which way out of my front door and find what I need, whether that be vegetables, raw milk, most of it homemade, but all I'm saying is that that's how I find most things. So you could look online, maybe church groups. I'm sure 211 would be aware of that information, but their like immediate thing is to get you food pretty fast. So I don't know if they would direct you to a little free pantry. Or in Colorado, I started my own, and that worked for about 2 months, but it was super warm, and then someone ended up kind of trashing it. So I don't know. I just didn't want to take that risk, but that might be a fun like community thing. I've seen people take like free refrigerators and deck them out, and it's just a means of storage. It's not they don't refrigerate it, but they keep it on their porch, and people come and, you know, donate, or they take, and you could even put a little free library there. But just, I guess, a sense of community is the overall theme there for an answer. So we're gonna get going. I will show you the haul when we get back. And then yes, we did. We had to get baby chicks. If you're on the other channel, you'll get the full story there. But we have some new baby chicks, and we've lost some other chicks. So anyways, I'm gonna get home, and I'm not gonna show you a meal plan, but I plan to show you what I'm going to do with the cheap items that I got. So I'm going to verbally tell you that. I know there was a lot of talking in today's video, but that's just how it is nowadays. So here we go. Let's get home. Okay, friends, we are home. The grand total came to $63.85. I have a teething baby, so we'll see if we can get through this. I'm going to get through ours, and then I'll show you some of the other things I picked up. But we got bacon for egg bites because I have cottage cheese in there and a lot of eggs as per usual. I will just do some egg burritos and egg bites, and then the other one will be for BLTs. And then we have some lettuce here. That was $1. Oh, this was $1.99. And then we have some spinach for 99 cents. This is reduced, but it looked fresh to me. We have some market side rotisserie chicken and fajita. Market side is Walmart, so that was $1.99, pretty good price there. We have some queso, bananas. We have some organic fries. That'll just go on the side of a meal some night. We have some carrots, always a staple to have, and we can count on them to be 79 cents every time. So really easy buy there. Clover Valley mini cheese raviolis. Clover Valley is Dollar General, I believe, and that was 2 for $1. So I got 2 of those just because I know my family will eat that many. And I'm hoping you can hear me. We're gonna do some just layered lasagna with meat sauce that we have, actually venison and then tomato sauce that I'm gonna jazz up. We have the immaculate organic crescent rolls. They were 99 cents. I have the oven roasted chicken breast bites again. That was a hit. They were $1.99. They're pretty decent. So I like to put them with rice and teriyaki and vegetables. And then they really love these. So I'm gonna have these egg bites too. They're 99 cents. So I grabbed those. I found these Que Pasa organic avocado oil white corn tortilla chip. I thought maybe my husband would like those, so that's why I got that queso, but they're pretty decent ingredients there. And then the apples, $3.99, only organic ones, and I believe they're Gala. I have some John F. Martin salted butter, $2.99, and then some macaroni salad for $1.50. I have the Greenfield natural meats for 79 cents, like a kind of like a healthy Lunchable, I guess. And then the Poland Springs were 2 for $1. So I got a watermelon strawberry and a pineapple mango. And then I will show you, well, I do have some things over here. I got these Rip Van Leos for 99 cents. I thought my dad would like those. And then I got him a queso. Pretty good. Pretty decent with shopping our shelves and spending so we'll round up $64. I'm proud of us. And then time, of course, got away from me. I will post an update on the other channel. I am headed away to be with family for the holiday, so happy 4th to everybody. But I had a pretty devastating week when it came to animals. So again, if you're not following the other channel, I'll explain exactly what happened over there. And I will have that linked in the description box. It's just at TORYPATTON, Tory with a Y, in case you were curious. But I hope, again, you're doing well wherever you are. And I hope this gave you some insight that balance is definitely key when it comes to health and wellness, and it does not have to be expensive. I feel like this haul was a good representation of balance and a budget. So again, I'm sorry for the harsh commentary in the beginning, but thanks for being here. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative. Bye, y'all.